Mr. Marcus. Hi, everybody. Are you going to tell us that story or what?
Yeah, I'll tell you guys that story. Why don't you just hang out for a sec? Okay. See you later, buddy. I want to tell you guys a story today of my friend, the very oldest tree. There once was an old, old tree. Nobody knew just how old it was. Whether it had come from a seed, or if it was the first tree which all other seeds had come from. It was so old, it had felt the very first time that the warm rays of the sun had come out to shine. It was so old that it was there the very first time. You could hear the pitter-patter of the rain falling from the sky as it seeped back into the earth. It was so old that it was there the very first time the wind had ever made the leaves rustle as it blew across the land. It was so old. It had been there the very first time that the deep, deep cold of winter had said goodbye, and the sounds of flowing water. It had been there the first time you could see all the little green buds popping up everywhere with the smell of springtime. It was so old that it was there the very first time the days grew long and hot and dry, just like they are in summertime. And it had been there the very first time it had watched its own leaves turn from green to orange to red and gold, soon to fall back to the earth, not knowing for the very first time that it would return to the cold, cold of winter. It was there, it had been there the very first time the dinosaurs had come. They had come and gone. It had been there the very first time the insects had come. And it had been there when magical creatures didn't only live in our imaginations, but roamed freely on. It had been there when you could still understand what the animals meant when they talked to one each other. It was there for the first time there were celebrations with all kinds of music and singing and dancing. And it had been there the very first time you could hear the war cries and the sounds of many people dying everywhere, fighting long and terrible battles. It had been there the very first time when a little one had come to climb up its trunk and to swing and hang from its branches, laughing and playing all day long. It had been there the first time she fell and she cried. It had been the little one had coming back the very next day to say hello, to come and sit and listen. And she listened for the quietest sound that anyone could hear. As she closed her eyes, feeling the sun shining on her face, under the open sky, the wind blowing in her hair, as she fell asleep, lying down on the Mother Earth.